few of these, what we call self-portrait questions.
Let's go for it.
It's supposed to be insight into your personality, so
okay.
remember that
Well
before
then,
you.
Insight into my personality.
Okay, number one, tell us when you're at your best. You know you're at your best when what?
I know I'm at my best when I'm, oh boy. I know I'm at my best when I'm playing with my kids. I think would be probably the best answer to that. I know that that's something that I will have a very hard time failing at.
You feel confident about that role.
I feel very confident that I can play with my kids. I can read to my kids. I'm at my best when I'm doing my character voices.
What's their favorite character voice?
Oh boy,
that you do.
They like my cowboy. And they like the old British man who's kind of crusty. So they like those two guys a lot.
Those sound like great characters.
Which is funny. So,
yeah. A really good piece of advice I received was...
know who you are and whose you are. So there's that sense of belonging that everyone needs as a part of their identity. Who do you belong to? Who do you belong with? And that goes back to my orientation to faith and understanding that I am created. I'm not an island to myself. I do have, a spiritual authority. I do have accountability around me. I am a part of my family. So it's really grounding just to remember, okay, who am I and whose am I? So it affirms all the relationships that are most important.
Anchors you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
My greatest fear is...
my greatest fear is failure. I think a lot of people can relate to that. Maybe some people thrive on failure, I don't know. But I think, like so many, I kind of fear some of the relational underpinnings of screwing up. I don't want that. But at the same time, I think one of the greatest strengths that I've been able to cultivate has been resilience through failure and an ability to pick up the pieces and move forward. So
yeah, and probably learn.
Yeah, and learn from those issues that have come up through failure.
The biggest pressure I feel is?
The biggest pressure I feel is to be a good husband and to be a good dad. So I think we've all experienced the failures of our parents in those arenas, and my parents did an absolutely amazing job, but we all want to do really well and don't want to let anybody down in that regard. So yeah. That's the biggest pressure, I think. There are others, but that's probably the big one. I don't want to mess that one up.
Yes, for sure. What gets me energized is...
what gets me energized is that a team that is unified. That gets me really energized when everybody has clear expectations set. They know where they're headed. They know what they're doing. They know what the priorities are, and they're also excited about it. I think that's what gets me energized. You can get excited about that, and I think that's one of the things that was fun at camp.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I bet you always have that at camp. Yeah. And the book I've been recommending is...
Oh boy, Recapturing the Wonder by Ravi Zacharias. So it is easy to lack joy in this old world, and it's very important to understand who you are and understand what it means to have gratitude, understand what it means to have hope. So that book really has affirmed some of those things in my worldview and affirmed some of those things in my family and community.
Oh, it sounds amazing.
That's a really good book.
That's what we need is an optimistic book these
really
days, something that reminds
us.
And
somebody else who's able to say, I have a hard time being joyful. I have a hard time, with my mood sometimes, or just my sense of hope. So
yeah, I'm gonna look that book up.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right, that's all. I'm finished torturing you. That's
awesome.
It.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for your answers.
Yeah.